What is going on, guys? And today we're going to be talking about how I ended up getting a payout on my 50K Flex account. So we're just going to get right into it. We're going to go back to July, the last week of July. So my first day on the funded account, I made $1,700 with a 80% win rate. And then Tuesday, I lost about $500, which is okay because I had a really good buffer. And then Wednesday, we came back and we made $1,000, which was pretty huge. I was sitting pretty good around $2,200. And then I lost 500 Thursday, lost 600 on Friday. So I ended out the week making around $1,072.50. And for this week, on Monday, I made around 1,500, which really brought me back up, which was great. And then Tuesday, I made $186 just to lock in my one winning day. And then Wednesday, I lost 500, one day away from a payout. And I was pretty upset about it, but you can't have emotions when you trade, and you just got to keep going, bro. And then last night, I won my trade for $150. I knew the market was probably going to keep dumping down, and I was up around 300 and something dollars, and then I've just put my stop loss at 150 in the positive, so I could just go ahead and lock in my last day. And it retraced back up and stopped me out for $150 for this trading day. And on Friday, what I'm going to be looking for Friday is, we go on the higher time frame. We tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap. We did more than halfway. We filled all the orders pretty much completely. I would like to see the market to keep pushing up into this fair value gap on the 4 hour time frame because it is the most, the market wants to go where liquidity is, and the market has shown that it is rejecting and starting to push higher, which is awesome, which is great. We could see potential longs, or we could see a potential short if it were to go into here and fill this 4 hour gap. Then we could be seeing continuation longs. And, if continuation longs don't work out, then we will probably just end up shorting everything. All this liquidity that we have, resting liquidity that we have right here. But all-time highs is really not that far away. So anything could happen at this point. The S&P, it has been moving pretty good. The S&P is pretty much almost at all-time highs, if not already there. I think we are at all-time highs. Yes, we are. We are currently above all-time highs. So what does that mean for NASDAQ? I would love to see NASDAQ end up going higher and it going to all-time highs, which is very, 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 very possible. We passed all-time highs in the last couple days. This is the daily, yeah. 2 days ago, we passed all-time highs, which is right here. And, that looks really good for NASDAQ. We go to NASDAQ right now, and all-time highs is right up here. So we could, on the daily, we just tapped into this daily gap. So, and we filled this gap right here. So we could 100% potentially see all-time highs for next week or tomorrow. I doubt tomorrow because it would have to pump quite a bit for it to reach all-time highs, and for that to happen tonight would be kind of crazy, or tomorrow morning would be kind of crazy. So like anything's possible. I just want to see, you know, if it's gonna go up to here, I want to see it either fill it or, just reject from it and we push lower. But from what ES is looking like, I don't. Oh wait, yeah, from ES, I don't know if it's gonna keep going. Honestly, it's looking like we just tapped into this 5 minute gap. So it could potentially, just shoot lower and, we just look for shorts the rest of the week. Or, we could just keep going up higher and higher and higher until we can't no more. So yeah, I don't think, you know, this week's been pretty good. I'm excited to see what next week holds. Hopefully, it goes pretty good. But as of right now, we're gonna look for longs because on the daily time frame we're pretty bullish, and on we're just we're just pretty bullish in general. But yeah, if y'all guys like this video, subscribe, like. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. And if y'all guys enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And, I might keep doing these weekly recaps to see how I am doing for the week. But I hope you guys have a great rest of the week trading, and I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. Peace.